For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to episode number 53 of the Chelsea Career Mode here on FIFA 15. We've had huge cup games in every single one of today's, or this week's rather, episodes in this series. Today is no exception. We've got Real Madrid at home in the opening game. Here's your team news.
Two changes for Chelsea today. Thibaut Courtois starts in goal. Ricardo Rodriguez starts with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Fabregas plays with Nemanja Matic in central midfield. In attack, Diego Costa starts. He's been in tremendous form recently. This is the Real Madrid lineup. Casillas starts in goal. Rafael Varane starts with Pepe in central defence. Sami Khedira plays alongside James Rodriguez in the middle of the park. In attack, Wayne Rooney starts. He was man of the match last time out.
Two players that stand out in that lineup outside of the norm: Wayne Rooney up top at striker, and a certain Branislav Ivanovic at right back. Of course, we used him as make weight in the deal to bring in Dani Carvajal to the club, so he's going to be playing against his former team, whilst Dani Carvajal and Sergio Ramos play against their former team for us against Real. Now, like I say, we've had huge games in every single episode of this series so far this week. An FA Cup quarter-final, which we won. A Champions League quarter-final, which obviously we won because we're here now. Yesterday we had the FA Cup semi-final. I won't spoil the result of that if you didn't see yesterday's episode. As always, though, of course, there will be a link as an annotation in the bottom left of your screen to take you to it, so you can catch up before watching this one. But today we have the Champions League semi-final. Both legs will be in today's episode, similar to how they were in Tuesdays for the quarter-finals against Athletic Bilbao. Of course, Bilbao were the side we played in the final last year and won to give us the win in the Champions League and our first trophy of the season. And somehow Marcelo was able to get in a goal line clearance there. I can't explain how he's been able to just race back, just throw a giant big curly toe at it and take that round the post to ensure that we didn't take the lead there. Fabregas with a really good strike again, but this time Iker Casillas is down to it. So as you can see, it's been an end-to-end first half. Real Madrid having some chances, we're having some chances. We're now at the start of the second half. Rooney's involved. It's going to be a nice little ball from Bale into Wayne Rooney here, who finds Ronaldo, brings the goalkeeper out, and it's a weird technique. He kind of spins around on the spot to shoot the ball left-footed into the top right-hand corner. It works though. Courtois can't get anywhere near it, and Ronaldo gives Real Madrid the lead away from home, of course. A first away goal of this particular two-leg tie, and they take a 1-0 lead. We've got 10 minutes to go now, and we're still trying to find a way past Iker Casillas. Another acrobatic save from him there, leaning backwards or diving backwards to get it up over the top of the bar. Oscar denied. We swapped Willian for him. Willian went out wide, and I put Eden Hazard through the middle, but that corner drops only as far as Ricardo Rodriguez. It's well blocked, but it will only go as clear as Hulk, who's going to play in Willian again. Trying to get down the left-hand side this time. It gets a nice little Ronaldo chop inside there, into the box, tries to finesse, but Casillas again with another big reaction, diving save, keeps us out with just 5 minutes to go, and Hulk can't orchestrate another cross into the box, but we're still on the front foot. Less than 4 minutes to go now. Willian in the box again, just trying to find a bit of space, gets Rodriguez on the overlap, stands the ball up. Diego Costa's free, overhead kick, but straight at Iker Casillas. It's a no-go for us in this one. We lose the first leg 1-0 at home, which means we're now going to have to go to the Bernabeu and try and pick up a victory. We need to at least score one, and we need to at least win by one as well. Regardless of that, the only way that that second leg can go to extra time is if the scoreline is exactly the same. There is no other circumstances in which the game won't go past 90 minutes. But we've got exactly 90 minutes to play against Newcastle in the second game of the episode, away from home. Still with our 7-point lead at the top of the table, hoping to extend it if possible. Here's your team news.
Here's the Chelsea lineup. Diogo Lopez starts in goal. Kurt Zuma starts with Aymeric Laporte as the centre-backs. Ramirez starts with Marco van Hinkel in the engine room. Wilfried Bony is the main striker today.
Understandably, a huge amount of changes between the lineup from the Real game and this one, as this was on the weekend in between both legs of the semi-final, unfortunately. And actually, it's not the easiest of games to have to play in between two Champions League semi-finals. Away at St James's Park is one of the hardest games of the season, and we have a weakened side to do it with. Obviously, we have confidence in the strength and depth that we have and the players that come in as rotation for our initial first teamers like Diego Costa, etc. But I'm still apprehensive about having to go into games like this with weaker sides, but we're on top, as you can see so far. They had one chance at the other end. Actually, Posh's creating chances at the other, trying to grapple onto that first team place, because he and Ross Barkley have been battling with Oscar for that first team spot all season long, and so far Oscar's prevailed at this particular moment in time, but there's still of course plenty of time left in the season for them to at least have a contribution with what happens in the league and in the Champions League before this season is out. It's still very end-to-end here. Boney's through this time 10 minutes from half-time, and we aren't quite able to get ourselves in front yet. Daroyama hacks the ball clear, but similar to the Real game, it really was end-to-end. Chances for both sides. Van Ginkel's involved here, trying to get it back to Wilfred Boney was the initial target of that pass, but Ramirez has the shot again, well saved by Tim Krul, and he can only palm it as far as his defender, but fortunately for him, he gets it away before Boney's able to gobble up the rebound. Vernon Anita with a great turn there, finds Gouffran with the ball through. He beats the goalkeeper, and if Marcelo's goal line clearance in the first game was incredible enough, no words for how Felipe Luis has been able to just throw himself at the goal line there, and somehow with his midriff slash the side of his back with his kidneys almost, power the ball over the bar, and then Ramirez goes up the other end just a few minutes later and gives us the lead, as if that goal line clearance wasn't vital enough to keep it at 0-0. We now have ourselves in front, and Ross Barkley and Junior Melander are going to come on for Ashley Posher and Marco Van Ginkel, so that we've got a couple of extra bodies in the midfield just to kind of make sure that we can hold our lead intact. But another good save from Tim Krul here stops us from making it 2 from Wilfred Boney, and we were just having chance after chance after chance, but we just couldn't make it 2-0, and I was petrified that was going to cost us in the end. Diego Lopez making another good save, and we do scramble it clear, but we're still on the back foot, although Wilfred Boney picks Jan Mat's pocket, races away, not got a lot of pace Boney, but does have enough to get away, tries to just kind of do Tim Krul with the eyes and slot it across goal into the far bottom corner. It doesn't quite come off, and we have to settle for a 1-0 scoreline as we head into second half stoppage time, but we're on the attack, and that's got to be a good thing. They can't score if the ball is in their penalty area, but we get it clear, and they get it clear, and Melander picks it up again, drills the ball towards goal, straight down Tim Krul's throat, but we get the 1-0 victory. So we may not have had the right result in the opening leg of the Champions League semi-final, but at least our Barclays Premier League fight is still heading in the right direction, and we'll go now into the second game of the Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid, hoping to come away with a better result. In fact, just any sort of win would suit me down to the ground as we headed into this one, to be completely honest. So you can see Man United have beaten Bayern Munich 2-1 to get through to the final. Here's your team news.
This is the Real Madrid lineup. Casillas starts in goal. Rafael Varane starts with Pepe in central defence. Sami Khedira plays alongside James Rodriguez in the middle of the park. Wayne Rooney is the lone striker today. Here's the Chelsea lineup. Thibaut Courtois starts in goal. Ricardo Rodriguez starts with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Eden Hazard starts with Hulk on the flanks. Diego Costa is the lone striker today.
So then, Real Madrid away, and we need a win. We got one last year in this exact fixture, the semi-final second leg. Eden Hazard scored a free kick to send us through to the final. Oscar comes close to giving us the lead in just the 6th minute there, as you can see Casillas batting that shot away. But Real Madrid weren't necessarily going to be all on the defensive, and actually caused a few problems going the other way. Of course, perhaps the best form of defence is attack, and if they could extend their lead, then obviously it would put us at an even more disadvantaged position, and they were definitely going to try their best. Toni Kroos working another chance with James Rodriguez here, gets in the box this time. Courtois needs to make the save. It was on target, but it was a comfortable save to make. And then we headed into the second half. They really firmed up defensively after the game was quite open in the opening 20 minutes or so. They're bringing on Falcao for Rooney. I'm bringing on Ramirez for Cesc. Cesc was so tired. I need to get an extra little bit of pace in there, as well as the fresh legs to add fresh energy into our attacking play. And Diego Costa is going to work his way around Pepe here and finds the back of the net. We're back on level terms on aggregate, and we're 1-0 up on the night with half an hour to play. Now, like we said earlier on, this is the only scenario in which we can go to extra time. Pepe picks up a yellow card for completely wiping out, I think it was Oscar, or was it Diego Costa? It was Diego Costa. No surprises there that Pepe picked up a booking, and it wasn't the nicest of challenges either. Now, we said Hazard scored a free kick to send us through to the final last season. Can he do the same this? Casillas absolutely motionless. The ball was heading on target but bent away at the final moments. You'll see here from the replay, it's on target, and then swings and only goes a matter of half a foot wide of that post. We've got 5 minutes to go. It looks like we're heading towards extra time. Cristiano Ronaldo is ushered out towards the far side of the pitch. Bale wins the knock-on. Isco plays it around the corner, and there's Falcao at the back post to drill it underneath Thibaut Courtois and give them a 2-1 lead on aggregate with only a matter of minutes remaining, and we weren't going to be able to create anything else before the end of the game. They held up defensively. We do get a draw away from home, but the negative result back at the Stamford Bridge was unfortunately enough to see us knocked out. So the final will be Manchester United against Real Madrid. We've lost out in the semi-finals of the FA Cup and the Champions League this season, 2 competitions in which we were successful last year. However, a competition that we weren't successful in last year was the Barclays Premier League, and right now, with 5 games to go, we have a 9-point lead at the top of the table. It does look like we're going to be winning the Barclays Premier League, but of course, not taking anything for granted just yet. There is a lot of games still to play, still 15 points up for grabs, and if Spurs or Manchester City or Manchester United for that matter can put together a run of form and perhaps we might drop some points, who knows, then that could all still change. But hopefully we'll be able to hold on and get ourselves a Barclays Premier League title win to kind of make up for the losses in the semi-finals of the FA Cup and Champions League this year. That's the plan at least, and that will unfold a little bit more in tomorrow's episode. But that is going to bring today's to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Feel free to leave the video a like if you could be so kind. That would be absolutely superb. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. We recently hit 36,000 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. Maybe we could hit 37 over the upcoming weekend. I'm not entirely too sure. YouTube has been taking away some of the the botted or dead accounts, inactive accounts, and a lot of YouTubers have been losing 1, 2, 300 different subscribers that been inactive accounts and added onto the sub count. So we have lost a few, but we did hit 36 despite that, 36k despite that the other day. So thank you for that. And of course, check the Twitter, check the links in the description to Twitter, Instagram and Facebook if you want to follow me on social media. There'll be a My Player episode later on tonight, more of this and the Career Mode Road to Glory tomorrow. Of course, if you missed anything over the past few days, check the channel page for it. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tonight with My Player.